Hey everyone! Deep in the heart of Texas, most folks figure the Dallas Cowboys are just cruising through another ordinary day. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Things are shaking up big time, and it might just be the key to rescuing our season before it slips away. We're talking sudden roster moves that hit harder than a freight train, leaving diehard fans like us scratching our heads and wondering if the front office has finally snapped awake. Today, I'm breaking it all down. Every cut, every shocking trade, and that sly safety rumor that's got the fan base buzzing. You'll see how this chaos could actually be the spark we've been needing. I'm your guy from Dallas, been living and breathing the blue and silver since the Tom Landry era. I tailgate at the Star, analyze every snap like it's game film, and keep thousands of fans in the loop with insider takes no one else dares to share. So listen close, because the third bombshell in today's Dallas Cowboys update will flip everything you thought about our defensive line, and it's going to reshape how you look at the rest of the 2025 season. This isn't your grandma's Cowboys talk. This is raw, unfiltered Dallas Cowboys news and rumors straight from the grind. Let's jump in before the dust even settles. If you blinked yesterday, you missed a storm that rattled the very core of our beloved team. It all began with the gut-wrenching release of Malik Davis, the dependable running back who's been hustling for 3 years, bouncing between the active roster and the practice squad like a yo-yo. That piece of Dallas Cowboys news hit hard. Davis got cut right after the team pulled off a string of monster trades, clearing room for some new defensive talent. Remember that Arizona matchup? Davis got elevated, logged a mere 3 yards, and that turned out to be his curtain call. 3 activations this season, maxed out per league rule. Instead of giving him a full contract, the front office said no thanks and shipped a 2026 7th-round pick to Cincinnati for linebacker Logan Wilson. Once a Bengals captain, now a cast-off. Talk about a bargain wrapped in behind-the-scenes drama. Jerry dropped vague hints while fans scrambled for answers until the news became official just after the deadline. But here's the kicker. That cut wasn't random. It was the first domino in a major chain reaction. Right after came the headline maker, the Dallas Cowboys trade for Quinnen Williams. Dallas sent Mozzie Smith and a mountain of draft capital, including a 2027 first-rounder, to the Jets for the all-pro defensive powerhouse. Williams arrived grateful and fired up, reuniting with coach Aiden Derrer, or as some of y'all know him, Aaron Whitecotton, the same coach who helped turn his career around in New York. Before Derrer, Williams was solid. After, he was unstoppable. His current stats prove it. 32 tackles this year, 7 for loss, 3 QB hits, and across his career, over 300 tackles and 40 sacks. A total wrecking ball. Exactly the kind of force our struggling run defense has been desperate for. Interestingly, the trade news dropped quietly, almost hidden beneath the larger buzz. But the message was clear. Dallas is prioritizing defense, even if it leaves the backfield thin with only Javonte Williams and Jaden Blue holding down the fort. On the emotional side, the Logan Wilson deal adds leadership and grit. This guy doesn't need to bark orders, he leads by example. His former Bengals teammate, rookie Barrett Carter, shared on social media how Wilson mentored him from day one, shaping him into a pro even while juggling his own trade request. Wilson responded saying he'd always have the kid's back. That's the kind of locker room energy Dallas needs, especially with all the tension around Micah Parsons' stalled contract talks and the trade rumors swirling around him. These moves mark a turning point. It's like the Cowboys finally owned up to their weak spots, a shaky secondary, a hit-or-miss offensive line, and decided to go all in. All this chaos unfolded within just a few days, reshaping the roster right after the 2025 NFL trade deadline in true Dallas Cowboys fashion. Jerry Jones's latest comments hint at there's more to come, keeping fans on edge and hopeful. One thing's for sure, the Dallas Cowboys aren't sitting still anymore. Man, timing that right alongside Davis's release, that's bold, a calculated gamble that sends a loud message. If you're not delivering, nobody's safe. That's the unfiltered Dallas Cowboys update right there. Pure chaos morphing into strategy. Or at least that's the hope. Let's be real, though. This surge of Cowboys news comes with some heavy clouds hanging over it. As a lifelong fan who's lived through too many heartbreaks, it's the kind of stuff that keeps you tossing at night. Cutting Davis stripped our running back group down to the bare bones. With injuries popping up all over the league, who steps up if Javonte Williams goes down? We're one unlucky hit away from throwing rookies into the fire, and that's a dangerous game in the grinded-out NFC East. The 2025 Cowboys roster cuts feel rushed, like the team's gone all in on defense while ignoring an offensive line already groaning under pressure. And let's talk about the elephant in the locker room, Micah Parsons' contract standoff. Talk stalled, trade whispers growing louder. If we lose our superstar edge rusher, all these defensive upgrades won't mean a thing. He's the heartbeat of our pass rush, and without clarity, the locker room's chemistry could crack fast. Now, here's where it gets messy. On paper, the Cowboys' trades for Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson look like pure gold, but midseason adjustments are never automatic. Williams might be a game wrecker, sure, but learning our system and lifting guys like Osa Odighizuwa and Kenny Clark takes time. If that chemistry doesn't click, the hype fizzles. Wilson, for his part, can cover ground and plug run gaps, but let's not forget, Cincinnati benched him for a reason. And the secondary, still shaky. Malik Hooker is sidelined, Trevon Diggs is fresh off surgery, and the backfield is leaking yardage like a sieve. Big play slipping through that kill momentum. The latest Dallas Cowboys rumors hint at possible fixes, but if these new pieces don't sink fast, we're staring at more blown assignments and mounting frustration. And then there's the financial sting. Trading away multiple picks for Williams hurts if it doesn't pan out. We're essentially mortgaging future drafts for present-day survival. And around here in Texas, we know betting the ranch can leave you broke. On top of that, Davis's quiet release felt like a warning: perform or pack up. That mentality might spark urgency, but it can also tank morale. No one's untouchable now, not even the vets who know the playbook inside and out. Heading into the 2025 season, fans dreamed of balance, a roster that could hit on both sides of the ball. Instead, we're seeing a tilt toward defense while the offense gets exposed. Jerry Jones talks about a culture shift, but let's be honest, speeches don't win football games. These concerns aren't paranoia. They're hard truths for fans who've tasted championship glory and are starving for stability. If the front office doesn't shore up that running back depth or patch those secondary holes, this season could unravel faster than a bad brisket cookout. But hang tight. What if I told you there's a whisper floating around, a name circulating among insiders that could be the bandage this defense needs, someone who might seal up those secondary gaps almost overnight? Too good to be true? Maybe. But stick with me. That reveal's coming next. And hey, if this breakdown is hitting home and keeping you ahead on all the latest Dallas Cowboys moves, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free and keeps you looped in with every insider deep dive. Now tell me, what's your take on the Micah Parsons contract drama? Think he sticks around or takes off? Drop your thoughts below. Still, it's not all doom and gloom. There's legitimate hope brewing if this team plays its cards right. Let's start with Quinnen Williams, the wrecking ball we've been missing. His pocket-collapsing power paired with Deraire's coaching, the same combo that turned him into a Pro Bowler, will anchor the line and open up one-on-one chances for the edge rushers, finally patching up our run-stop issues. Then there's Logan Wilson, stepping in as the quiet leader. His mentorship-first attitude, the same one that molded Bengals rookies, fits perfectly with the culture Brian Schottenheimer is trying to build. He's flexible enough to stuff the run and drop into coverage, bringing balance to that second level and freeing Donovan Wilson to roam, playing both box and zone roles more effectively. It's the domino effect we've been craving: stronger front, fewer blown plays, turning our defense from liability to strength. Now here's where things get interesting. The latest wave of Dallas Cowboys news and rumors is lighting up around one name, Jordan Whitehead, as the ideal plug-and-play fix for our battered secondary. At 28 and in his prime, he's been tested in both Tampa Bay's and New York systems. Tough but disciplined, he's a ball-hawking safety who closes gaps in an instant. He fits perfectly into Brian Schottenheimer's blueprint of physical, intelligent football. From a financial standpoint, a contract in the $4 to $5 million range would fit snugly under the cap. No adjustment period, no waiting. He could start immediately and give the defense flexibility in nickel packages. Just picture it. Quinnen Williams wrecking pockets inside, Logan Wilson anchoring the linebacker unit, and Whitehead locking down the deep field. That trio could form a brand new backbone with grit and identity, addressing the soft spots that have haunted this team for years. It's not flashy, but it's practical and purpose-driven. The Cowboys could rebuild their defensive soul without losing the edge that defines them. Now flipping over to the offensive side, that running back room looks thin after the 2025 roster cuts. The smart play is to lean on Javonte Williams' burst and Jaden Blue's fresh energy while scanning the market for available free agents or overlooked practice squad talent. But the real key to unlocking this whole puzzle is settling the Micah Parsons contract standoff fast. Keep the defensive cornerstone in place, combine it with the new additions, and suddenly you've got one of the scariest fronts in football. Jerry Jones's latest comments hinted even more fine-tuning ahead. Expect continued internal growth as Trevon Diggs gets back to full health, Malik Hooker works through rehab, and new chemistry takes shape. The Cowboys already made their mark on the 2025 NFL trade deadline tracker with the Williams and Wilson deals. Now it's about execution. Williams wants to raise the standard for the entire D-line, while Wilson's lead-by-example mentality is already rubbing off on teammates. Thin depth can be reinforced with smart veteran pickups, and inconsistent play can be stabilized through better scheme fits. Put all of that together, and the Cowboys could see a serious upswing in the 2025 season outlook. Every fan craves contender status, and this might be the formula. Grind, rebuild, and forge that trademark Texas toughness. If these pieces align, the growing pains fade and glory comes calling once again. Just think about it. If Whitehead joins the mix and solidifies the secondary overnight, it could be the twist that vaults this defense into elite territory. Bold call, a top 10 defense by year-end if that move happens. This deep dive into the Cowboys' chaos and comeback hopes highlights what matters most: real potential amid the storm. If this breakdown has fired you up, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more insider takes. Drop your own bold prediction about the Cowboys' direction after the Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson trades.